Hey guys, Dr. Christy Hafer. Happy summer. I am loving the sunshine, and I hope most of you and your families are as well, and you're getting outside and doing things as a family. And I also hope that some child's misbehavior isn't holding you guys back from doing the things that you love, which I often see in families. As I mentioned in the headline, kids, they're constantly learning. They're going to push boundaries. They got to know where their place is. And there's some families that their boundaries are like this big, and there's some that are like, they're endless. Let our child do whatever they want. And then it has somewhere in between. And it depends on your family's dynamic. It depends on how you want to raise your kid. It depends on how you like to do life. But there's often a point where the families are like, okay, here was our boundary, but we've got a kid that's just outside of it. They physically can't fit within this boundary. Maybe they can't speak well and they get frustrated, and other family members can't understand them. Their friends can't understand them. They're socially feeling depressed about it, and it starts to get noticed. And those kids, they're outside the boundary, what the family's comfortable with. There's some kids that literally can't transition. They're like, okay, we got to prep this kid because we got to go, to preschool, or we've got to go over here to the park, or mom has to go to work today. And it is a mess, right? It is a mess, and the family can't save this child from their meltdowns. There's some kids that just have freaking gut issues up the wazoo. They don't want to try any new foods. They need the white, plain, simple, fast sugars. They don't want to try some complex fruit or vegetable in their diet because they know it's going to throw their body into some sort of difficult tantrum, because when that body is stressed, it doesn't have reserves to be working on internal organs and healing from ear infections or allergies or digestive complaints. The energy's outward. It's in the arms and the limbs, so they can run and play and or fight if they're in that fight or flight defense mechanism that should be really, really short-term and short-lived. Or they might have a sleep issue, which can be even more difficult when the sun's out and changing our circadian rhythm. So if you've got a kid that's outside of these boundaries and you feel like the learning is just outside of your comfort zone and you need to know what to do, we've got a lot of families here to talk to. We've got a lot of moms here that have had success with that, of their child wasn't fitting within their family's comfortable means, including kids that, were denied from school. So there are some schools that require a entry process and an interview process. And I've got one family who, that little guy, two families actually, they didn't qualify for that school. They couldn't sit still. They weren't going to be successful. It was a private school, so they could ask them or tell them they didn't quite pass the test, which can be really disheartening when your other siblings are accepted into that school. Is summer a good time to get these kids on the road to success? It's a good time to evaluate, hey, let's see what's going on inside their brain and central nervous system. Let's make a change in their lives. Let's change their routine. Let's change their diet. Let's change the way we're approaching them. Maybe you need a parenting coach. Maybe you need a dietary nutritional coach, someone that's going to help with GI and gut distress. Or if you've never had your kid's brain and central nervous system assessed, do that. We do that here. It's a time to make a change and set the kids up for success, because the more and more we let them go down this road of distress and constant failure, it's tough. It's tough to bring them back from them. We start to hardwire them that way. So get them out. This summer is a great time. We're not as scheduled as we normally are. Make a change. Reach out to us. Ask us questions if you are looking for a change for your child. We'd love to help. We've also got 2 different classes coming up. One June 20th. That's going to be next door at the Oak Barrel, called Sensory versus Behavior. If you're wanting to recognize why some of these issues might be here, and so you can understand, is this a sensory issue? Is this a behavior issue? And for teachers, if you got teacher friends, I see you on here, Esty. Great thing for teachers to do, because they can also get continuing education. It's 1.5 credits for the Idaho Stars, which is fantastic. And then the following Thursday, we have a focus class that's going to be in our office at 6:45 for both of those courses. So come get the information, RSVP. I'll post some of the links, or just reach out to us, ask some questions, call our office. We are always here to help. You can jump on some of our connected interview series to see who we interviewed and what they have to say about it, because we've got a ton of professional outlets for you guys. And I want all the families to be able to enjoy summer in any way, shape, or form that you can, because this is a really good time for families to reconnect and to enjoy your children. And I hope you're able to do that. I'll talk to you guys soon.